Welcome back, humans. It's Misty, your favorite judgmental feline, here to dissect another questionable Reddit story. Grab your emotional support snacks. You're going to need them. Spoiler, someone's definitely wrong, and it's not me. Now, let's dive into today's chaos. Am I the asshole for not inviting my rude sister-in-law to my wedding? My wedding is in a few months. My fiancé's sister has always been rude to me. She makes comments about my appearance, my job, and even my relationship. She's told people she plans to fix my wedding decor because she doesn't like my taste. Then she asked to be a bridesmaid, even though we're not close. When I politely said no, she became furious. The final straw came last week when she showed up uninvited to my wedding dress fitting. She immediately started criticizing my dress, calling it too plain, and told me she would save me from embarrassing myself. At that point, I realized I didn't want her anywhere near my wedding. I told my fiancé, and he agreed. He said he would handle it and let her know she's not invited. Now his parents are calling me dramatic for excluding family and say that weddings are about bringing people together. So, am I the asshole for not inviting her? Oh, sweetheart. You're asking if you are the problem? This woman crashed your dress fitting like a raccoon breaking into a dumpster, insulted your taste, insulted you, and still expected to be a bridesmaid? No, absolutely not. The only thing you did wrong was waiting this long to remove her from the guest list. Your wedding is a celebration, not a charity event. Verdict. Not the asshole. The trash took itself out, darling. Congratulations. I swear you humans complain more than a cat whose food bowl is half full. All right, let's look at our next Reddit story. I'm sure it's delicious. Am I the asshole for asking my roommate to stop stealing my food, even though she insists she's just tasting? I live with my roommate, Sarah. She has a habit of tasting other people's food. By tasting, I mean taking several bites, sometimes finishing half a meal. I labeled everything. I talked to her politely. I even bought a separate shelf in the fridge. Last week I cooked myself a nice dinner after a horrible day. When I opened the fridge, half of it was gone. She shrugged and said, "Relax, I was just tasting it to see if I'd want to make the same recipe." I told her that if she touches my food again, I'd start charging her for groceries. She called me controlling and said I'm making a big deal out of nothing. Now my friends are split. Some think I overreacted. Others say she's taking advantage of me. So, am I the asshole for telling my roommate to stop tasting my food and threatening to charge her? Sweetheart, she's not tasting your food. She's foraging like a feral raccoon with a college degree. If someone took half of my dinner, I'd hiss, swipe, and block the fridge with my entire body weight. That's called boundaries. You labeled everything. You talked to her. You even gave her her own shelf. That is practically a royal gift in roommate culture. And she still helped herself? No, absolutely not. She's not confused. She's comfortable. Verdict. Not. The asshole. And honestly, if she wants to taste something, she can lick her own groceries. That's what I do. All right, humans. Before my whiskers fall off from sheer disappointment, let's move on to our next case of questionable life choices. Am I the asshole for refusing to babysit my sister's kid after she called my job not a real career? My sister has a 7-year-old son. She's a single mum, and I help her a lot. Rides, groceries, babysitting, you name it. I work remotely in graphic design and do pretty well for myself. Last week she asked me to babysit on a day I had a major deadline. I told her I couldn't. She rolled her eyes and said, "Come on, your job isn't a real job. You just sit at home on your computer." I told her that was rude and that I wasn't going to babysit for someone who clearly didn't respect me or my time. She blew up saying I was punishing her for being a single mum and that family should always help. Now my mum says I'm being dramatic and that it takes a village, so. Am I the asshole for refusing to babysit after she insulted my career? Oh, please. She called your career not a real job and still expected free childcare? That's rich. That's like me hissing at someone and then being offended they didn't offer me their lap. Humans love doing this. disrespect you, then act shocked when you don't fetch on command. Newsflash. You're not a golden retriever. You set a boundary, and she reacted like someone moved her food bowl an inch to the left. Dramatic, unnecessary, predictable. Verdict. Not the arsehole. And honestly, if she wants a village, she can go find one. Preferably a village far, far away, where nobody has a real job either. All right, humans, I've shared my wisdom. Now pet the like button and subscribe before I get annoyed.